Very good morning to everyone. I'm Nitya and we are here with Dr. Naveen Vadde sir for the podcast. Good morning sir. How are you sir? I'm good sir. Did you eat?
Sir, ఇప్పుడు how can incubation
helps
help students?
students. Like incubation center will be having a vast kind of platform. ఇంక్యుబేషన్ సెంటర్లో ఏంటి అంటే విల్ బి నాట్ సీయింగ్ ద స్టూడెంట్ మీది ఏ బ్రాంచ్, మీ జెండర్ ఏంటి, మీకు ఏం నాలెడ్జ్ ఉంది అనే సార్ట్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్లో ఇంక్యుబేషన్ సెంటర్ ఉండదు. అండ్ మేజర్గా నేను హెడ్ చేసే ఇంక్యుబేషన్ సెంటర్స్లో ఉండదు. సో ఇక్కడ ఎవరైనా వచ్చి వాళ్ళ చిన్న ఐడియా అయినా పెద్ద అయిన ఐడియా కూడా వాళ్ళు ప్రజెంట్ చేయవచ్చు. సో అక్కడ వాళ్ళు వన్స్ ఐడియా ప్రజెంట్ చేసినప్పుడు ఎవరితో కనెక్ట్ చేస్తే ఐడియా అనేది కొంచెం వెల్గా పాలిష్ అవుతుంది అనేది విల్ బి లుకింగ్. సో బేస్డ్ అపాన్ దట్ విల్ బి కనెక్టింగ్ టు ద ప్రాపర్ మెంటర్ ఆర్ లైక్ ప్రాపర్ ఇండస్ట్రీ కనెక్ట్.
ఓకే సార్, ఇప్పుడు సపోజ్ ఒక రూరల్ ఏరియాలో దేర్ ఇస్ అ ప్రాబ్లమ్ బట్ దే కాంట్ కమ్ అండ్ సే సార్, సో దెన్ వాట్ విల్ బీ ద వే?
We are doing the similar kind of activities with the rural people also. ఆవిష్కార్ వేదిక దీంట్లో కూడా విల్ బి కనెక్టింగ్ టు ద రూరల్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్. సో ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే మా టీం కానీ ఆ రోజు లైక్ మేము కూడా లోకల్ గ్రౌండ్ లెవెల్లో ఎవరెవరు ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళకు కూడా రీచ్ అవ్వడానికి వీ పీపుల్ విల్ బి ట్రయింగ్ ఆన్. సో యాక్చువల్లీ ఇన్నోవేటర్స్కి మనము హ్యాండ్ హోల్డింగ్ ఇస్తే మన కంట్రీ వేరే కంట్రీ నుంచి టెక్నాలజీ ఇంపోర్ట్ చేసుకొని డిప్లాయ్ చేసుకొని కైండ్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్స్ అంతా కూడా అవసరం లేదు. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ వీఆర్ ఫోకస్ టు రూరల్ ఇన్నోవేటర్స్.
ఓకే సార్, ఇన్ సింపుల్ వర్డ్స్ హౌ క్యాన్ యూ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఇంక్యుబేషన్ ఫర్ స్టూడెంట్స్?
So incubation in a simple words like incubation is just like in mother's womb. So mother's womb. So in the mother's womb, like before to the birth of child will be doing lot of mistakes in mother's womb. He'll be roaming here and there, doing mistakes, learning the things, and day by day he'll be nurturing into the 9th month. After that, it will be delivered. So in the similar process of incubation, what I feel personally is like I'll be also taking 8 months to 9 months of the time in order to make an idea into a startup. So in this like 8 months to 9 months of startups, the person or like the innovator has to make experimentation on their idea, need to polish their idea, and he need to get failed and need to learn from that things, and pros and cons has to be discussed. Based upon that only a proper evaluation can be done, then the idea can be turned out into a startup.
How can a student know that is either a pro or a con?
Pro and con will be decided based upon the experimentations which he is doing, or is like connecting towards the right mentor in the right time. So he'll be having some sort of guidance with the experienced people who are already in the similar kind of platform. So in that way the student can come across like the idea will be pro or it's like con.
Con. Okay. Sir, now coming to the education, how do you think today's education is?
So today's education is very good. Like students are focusing on the area of innovation also, but only 20 to 30% of the colleges or is like people are focusing on the area of innovation or is like incubation. So our educational system is like good, but focusing on practical things makes sense in the area of like engineering or is like biotech kind of thing.
But so many institutes or colleges, schools doesn't have this incubation center, no, sir. Then how would they come approach you?
Yeah, I do have an incubation center called Azadi Foundation for Innovation and Incubation, which is a related platform to Avishkar Vedika. So the ideas which are coming for Avishkar Vedika, if any student wants to have the incubation kind of support or is like access towards the funding and all, they can get incubate with Azadi Foundation or is like wherever the incubation which I am working, so they can get incubated over there.
So now many students have this. Do you provide funding, or what is your answer, sir?
Yeah, we do provide funding support for the startups like which will be having the scalability kind of thing. So in the stage of like evaluation or it's like in the stage of scrutinizing, we'll be coming across the startup will be getting fund or it's like kind of access to the government or it's like these things we'll be looking on.
Sir, so how did this word incubation came into world life?
Incubation in the sense like instead of getting hurry in establishing the startup, so incubation is the process like where the student has to get incubated. Incubates itself is defining that you need to wait for a period of time. So that is what I mentioned in the earlier, right? So for getting taking birth of the baby, it will be taking of 9 months. So in this 9 months, like day by day, he will be growing, right? So that is the word of real meaning of incubation.
Okay, so incubation means to incubate.
Yes, incubate, nurture the idea, and
Nurture.
parallelly grow and parallelly have the proper mentorship. See, like during the process of in the mother's womb, also you'll be meeting the doctors, having a on different level of growth stage. You will be having different set of medicines,
Yes.
right? Different levels of tests. So this is what similar in the platform of this incubation, where the startup. See, we will be also looking a startup like in the idea stage as 1 month baby. So we'll be hand holding and we'll be taking them forward till the process of 8th month or ninth month to get their startup registered.
Okay, sir. And sir, one more thing, like everyone will be scared, no sir. Like, will this idea work out or not?
Yeah.
So how to?
So the success rates of ideas are 2 to 5%.
2 to 5.
Yes, ideas. So when coming to the part of startup, the success rate of startup is 3 to 5%.
3 to 5.
Yes,
Startup.
yes,
Percentage.
startup percentage. See, we can't say that every idea will be nurtured into a startup, right? So out of 1,000 ideas, only 20 or it's like 15 ideas will be well and good, as per my experience is concerned. So this is what my personal opinion into idea stage.
Okay. Sir, now what is the assurance that if a student comes and say the idea, that won't get stealed? Stolen.
In the sense like having sharing idea with me, the student will be of secured since I've been working with students and similar kind of startups since around 15 plus of years. I'm into legal kind of background just to serve or else like to safeguard the startup in order to not to get corrupted or else like not to get polluted. And I make sure that as soon as they share idea, we'll be registering the idea or else like we'll be patenting the idea. So that is
Even
what.
you register idea.
Yes.
So if the other person comes with the same idea, so will you even take theirs?
Yeah, we'll be taking their ideas also, and parallelly, what we try to do is like we try to make collaboration with the first person and this person so that they can grow
In a group.
in a group. And the thing is like if they are struggling individually, the point of reaching to the success may take 1 year. In this case of collaboration, they may see the success up to 5 months or else like 6 months.
Only 5 months, sir?
Yeah, if working together means like spending of time and parallelly sharing of knowledge and experience would be making sense, right? So this is as an example I consider. Suppose like if you want to build a bus, if a single person is building a bus, how much time it will
Yeah,
be
it takes
taking?
long.
Yeah, if 10 people has been occupied for the similar kind of program, so they can make a bus in a $10 like 1 month of time, right? So
Yeah.
the time consumption which will be taking will be of less when compared to.
Okay. So now how will you know that this idea will work, this won't?
So, like due to experience or it's like based upon our experience, we try to get the industrial experience experts, and I also do have some sort of practical knowledge to what extent this idea will be working. So, based upon that, we also will be involved in the idea and getting experimented, and we also will be facing the failures, and we try to get that into success thing.
Sir, only will you guide the students or do you have some other members to guide them?
Yeah, I do have a good network of friends like in order to support the ideas like where they'll be coming open heartedly and they'll be sharing their experience with the startups and the students who are in the stage of idea.
Sir, now do short stories implement a long time?
Yeah, short stories will be implementing since like every story will be a turning point for the startup since like stories keeps motivating each and every person in the regular life from Ramayana and Mahabharata we learn lot of things.
Yes.
These kind of stories keeps us inspiring every day.
Okay, sir. Sir, what is the one thing which inspires you personally?
Personally which I inspires is like the grassroots level people who are trying to put their effort in the area of innovation, and I try to seek some sort of inspiration from Yogi Aditya,
Yogi Aditya.
CM of Uttar Pradesh, he bought estate పాన్పరాగ్ తినే స్టేట్ నుంచి ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ అండ్ గ్లోబల్ ఫోకస్ని తీసుకొచ్చి స్టేట్గా మార్చినాడు. అండ్ మై ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ వాజ్ సుభాష్ చంద్రబోస్, who made India independently and fought, made a mission of like Azadi Hind Force. So I dragged the inspiration of my incubation center as Azadi Foundation with the name of Subhash Chandra Bose itself. So he keeps me motivating every time.
Okay, sir. Now, if you are a student today, how will you replicate your own advice?
Replicate my own advice is like first thing, like today's students are thinking in a short narrow mandate, and they don't have the adaptability kind of thing. Suppose like if any person is coming with an idea, if you are giving some kind of guidance, like only 5 to 10% of the students are ready to receive, and remaining 90 or else like 80% of the students are ready to object the idea, and they are not maintaining the mindset of unlearning and learning the things. So this is the major problem which currently students are facing on. So I'll be as you asked me the question, like I'll be having an open heart to the for the students or else like my co-mates in order to receive their ideas, and parallelly growing together will be the concept of mine.
Okay. So basically, growing together will be your
Yes.
Okay. Sir, and one more, what you have to change one thing in this education system, what would it be?
One thing in the education system is like implementing lot of practical exposure to the students, having lot amount of industrial collaborations, and bringing the real time kind of people towards into the college, and giving workshops, seminars make sense in changing the education system today.
Sir, so how do you get out the creative minds in the students?
Yeah, we do have a set of workshops which are personally designed by me and my team. So, based upon the nature of students, type of environment, and type of college, we certainly design different sort of workshops to the colleges and to the students as a part of Avishkar Vedika also. And we try to bring the childhood kind of memories into the students. Like in the childhood days, like when you are in first class or second class, there is no kind of restrictions for you to make the drawing, to make the toys and place the toys and repairing the things, right? So these things will be stopped by the parents after reaching to certain age. Like if we are crossing around 7 or like 8, parents will be giving us some kind of instructions not to spoil the goods and all. So in these different sort of workshops, we try to create the similar kind of impact which they faced in the childhood. So based upon that, we try to bring the root of the innovation to their mindset in the graduation level of students, and we try to continuously keep on impacting their ideas into real time kind of situations, and that's how the ideas grow.
Can you say can you give one example about this workshop? Like how will you?
Yeah, the thing is like in the workshop, what we do is generally will be asking them to do some kind of painting, or is like we'll be asking them to play in the mud, or is like we'll be asking them to bring some sort of selective kind of stones, and we ask them to make paper kind of boats or else like fans, and ask them to play. So once they got habituated to the particular environment, like we'll be starting giving suggestions towards the innovation and the socialistic kind of problems. So that is how the idea will be building.
Okay. Sir, is this any one of us implemented already?
What kind?
This workshops.
Yeah, everyday workshops will be done regularly based upon the type of college. I have done personally around 400 plus of workshops across India.
Across India.
Across India, I have done 400 plus workshops in different verticals. So that will be implemented. That will be creating at least around 10% of the impact from the student before the workshop and after the workshop.
So you have tie-ups across India.
Yes.
So do you read books?
I had a good collection of books, but the success rate of me reading a complete book will be of only 4%.
4%.
Yeah, I love to spend with people. Love to spend with kids. I love to spend with people who got retired, and I love to spend time with farmers and diversified kind of people. From their experiences, I learn many things. So I treat myself those human are the books which they directly share their experiences with me.
Okay, sir. And if you suggest someone a book, what would it be, or the author?
No, I'm not good at suggesting books. I'm good at suggesting people. So
Suggesting
try
people.
to, yeah, try to spend time with old people and try to share their ideas and thoughts, like where we are lagging and what need to be maintained.
Okay. Sir, where will you, sorry,
Hmm.
where would you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Mm, I would like to, in the sense like my personal agenda or it's like myself would be like nurturing the startups or else like building a state into a complete proper polished and properly well established ecosystem where all the innovators or else like the startups will be having a common kind of platform. My personal means like being one common man. That's what I
Common
want.
man.
Yes.
Sir, now normally students and everyone think we have to work in a room like corporate got chayali and. But what is your opinion on this?
My opinion will be quite different from others' opinion. Thing is like my workshops will be on the ground, on the floor, and with natural kind of things where everyone will be getting attracted. My concepts will be of quite different from the corporate kind of thing. So that is the reason approachability towards me from the students or as like people will be of very high when compared to other few working with the corporates.
Okay, so you're against corporate world.
I'm not against corporate. I love corporate world, but my mindset is not into the corporate. So that is the reason I'm not into it. I'm working with the ground level of people.
Okay. Sir, now what is your dream for the incubation in our college?
In our college, down the line, I need to see good number of startups becoming into unicorns.
Becoming into?
Unicorns, multinational companies.
Okay, unicorns. Is it a word for?
Yeah, well nurtured startup.
Okay, well. So, sir, what is the sector which students have scope in it? So they can build new projects, new build-ups, startups.
There is scope in every stream.
Okay.
So but the drawback is like every student is focusing on AI and all. We need to focus on AI, but they need to understand AI can't do everything right.
Okay.
So this is what the thing they need to understand. The scope factor is like they can focus on the area of aerospace, defense. These kind of sectors will be of booming, and semiconductor is also like which our central government is focusing on. So this will be creating some kind
Okay.
of
So in
impact.
the next 5 years or 5 to 10 years, AI,
Defense,
defense,
aerospace,
aerospace,
semiconductors will be of,
semiconductors
yeah,
will be booming.
booming.
Okay, sir. And sir, if a student has failed many times in building the startup, so how would you motivate him?
In the sense like I consider him as an person having a good experience.
Experience.
Yes. See, every startup will be failure, and only the success rate is of very minimal. So, based upon his failures, like he will be, if he's trying to rebuild, one fine day he'll be seeing the success. So the thing he need to maintain is like love towards his entrepreneurship journey, or it's like love towards his idea will be creating the original kind of impact. What I felt personally.
Okay. Sir, now what is entrepreneurship?
Entrepreneurship is like, in small words, I can say like it's like a drug. Never
Drug.
try entrepreneurship. Once you try, you'll be getting addicted towards it.
Okay. So what do we do in this entrepreneurship?
Entrepreneurship is nothing but like building of an idea, or trying to like nurture their idea into startup and building a proper system like where people will be getting opportunities of like employment and employer kind of thing. So this is what the
Okay. So
entrepreneurship.
incubation and entrepreneurship is same.
Yes, similar kind of stuff.
Similar.
Like incubation is the platform where we'll be showing a exposure towards the startup in order to nurture, to give the right directions in the incubation. So this will be quite
Similar.
similar.
Okay. They aren't same, but they are similar.
Similar.
Okay. So here we done, sir.
Okay.
That brings us to the end of this podcast. Thank you, Dr. Naveen Vadde, sir, for joining us and sharing such information.
Thank you for inviting.
Thank you, sir.